The sixth graders of Old Fort Elementary, part of the Old Fort Local School District, wish to thank the friends of this broadcast for their generous local support of this edition of News 6.
Hi! We're the sixth grade class of Old Fort Elementary School. Welcome to News 6!
Welcome to this week's edition of News 6. Today's program is brought to you by the 6th grade class of Old Fort Elementary. Our school is located in the village of Old Fort in Seneca County. Founded in 1813, this town has a population of about 350. Let's find out what issue is on the minds of our 6th graders.
Today's Kids View question is, what is your favorite leisure activity?
I like softball because it's fun.
I like baseball because it's fun.
I like reading because it's exciting.
Football because it's an adrenaline rush.
Soccer because it's exciting.
Football because I like the game.
Welcome to Old Fort, home of the Stockaders.
This is our playground where our students play.
This is our computer lab. We use the computers for many different reasons.
This is our softball field, home of the Stockaders.
This is our library. It is where we check out books and collect information for reports.
Welcome to the high school gym. This is where the Stockader games are held.
This is our auditorium where we have concerts, plays, and show choir.
Now that's a quick look at our school.
When people get into the routine, they sometimes don't pay attention to what's going on around them, but stuff occurs without apparent reason. Jessica Webb reports that it's important to be ready for the unexpected.
Hello, I'm Jessica Webb. It's best to be ahead of the game by preparing for emergencies before they happen.
How many fire extinguishers would you recommend?
Greg Webb, my dad, helps people avoid emergencies. He's a volunteer firefighter.
If a kid should see a fire in their home, they should first try and detect if it's a small enough fire that they can let everyone else know about it, and then go to the escape route that was planned earlier. The next 7 minutes.
There's many things a family needs to do to stay a few steps ahead of a dangerous place.
Family should plan an escape route, maybe while sitting down eating dinner or while they're all together in kind of relaxed state, and try and do it at least 4 times a year to the weather increments, summer, fall, winter.
If somehow you ever catch on fire, you need to remember 3 important words.
The 3 most important words to remember if you catch on fire would be
Stop. Drop and roll. Stop. Drop and roll. Stop. Drop and roll.
Stop. Drop.
These words are real important because of self-safety. You need to put out the fire as fast as possible and be calm. Don't get excited.
This is Jessica Webb reporting for News 6. I'm Shannon Nye with this week's News 6 review. Today we're taking a listen to the CD, Another Rosy Christmas, by film and television star Rosie O'Donnell. There's a variety of great artists singing on the disc. The songs are cheerful and Rosie keeps them funny. Another Rosy Christmas is for everyone, featuring country, rock, pop, and hip-hop songs. All proceeds go to charity, and it's a good buy for your money. For News 6 Review, I'm Shannon Nye.
Few of us have the jobs of our dreams. Some people like being pilots, others are gourmet chefs, doing things they want to do. Melissa Gilmore reports that one man's job is satisfying, unusual, and historical.
Hi there, I'm Melissa Gilmore, and my dad gets a big bang on living history.
My dad is Bob Gilmore. He makes cannons for every occasion.
We started making cannons to fund our Civil War unit, and it has taken off to regular business now that I do making cannons. Some people buy them, my cannons, for their desks or sitting in their parlors. A lot of my work now is with making cannon carriages for the Park Service and local museums.
It's interesting to watch him make cannons.
We melt the metal down and pour it into the mold at about 2,000 degrees, and then we knock out the mold and bore the barrel out, the bore, and we have a cannon. Depending on the size, the 1/8 scale cannons we can crank out about 20 a day. The full-size cannons takes a good week or two to cast one. We use bronze, gun bronze, for the cannon barrels, and we use aluminum, aircraft aluminum, for the carriages.
History is important in our family.
I'm wearing an 1812 uniform right now that is my mother made. She makes most of my uniforms, and that's what got all this started, was doing the reenacting. Behind me is the carriage for old Betsy's, her galloper. We have the cannon carriage done, and we made that out of aluminum. We took her original wooden frame and used it as a pattern and rammed up the sand mold and cast new parts out of aluminum from the carriage itself. And we put those together, and like I say, we still have the galloper here that we are working on to finish up for old Betsy, and the wheels are behind me for it.
This is Melissa Gilmore reporting for News 6.
Welcome to Lakota East 6th grade. We have been creating our own civilizations.
My civilization is called the Put Sun civilization. It developed by the equator, and it rains almost every day there.
This is their language.
If someone commits a crime, the punishment is for what they did. For example, if you steal, you have to give the product back, and they have to give another product to pay for their crime.
There are 9 innings in a year. At the end of each inning, each person receives a record of their balls, strikes, and hits.
That's all for this edition of News 6. Thanks for watching. Be sure to tune in next week for more news from around Northwest Ohio.
See ya!